Shalom everyone, I hope that you are doing fantastic. Thanks for joining for a general reading. So if you are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Shannon and I'm glad to have you. My channel gets very intense at times. We don't hold back. We look at the good, the bad, the ugly, and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, you will hear information on this channel that could be very disturbing. I am connecting with Jehovah Elohim, maker of heaven and earth, who is our Yeshua, our salvation, who's the only one that gives us worth. And I'm not ashamed of him. I love him very much. I'm not churchy or religious. I'm just spiritual as you are. And the tarot is full of the scripture, and so it is used here. I also use homemade decks that I've just set down with the great one, and I've heard him say, write this down. And anyways, very tangible here. He is a prophecy, which is Yeshua, and I worship Jehovah. And so anyway, that's what this channel is about. If that's not something that you're looking for, this is where you'll click off. Otherwise, welcome, welcome. Those of you who are returning, welcome back, guys. And happy birthday, happy anniversary to anyone. I hope it's fantastic for you. And I send love and light to those of you who are hurting and have been abused or treated wrongly in any way, shape, or form. Even things maybe from way past, maybe even from childhood that you still are dealing with, even transmuting energies and things like that. People are on different, you know, I guess they say timelines and dimensional things within. And so once we learn just to walk in love and understand that people are dealing with really deep-seated things to heal those wounds, then we will actually find ourselves loving one another. Doesn't stop us from doing what the scripture tells us to do and sticking our finger in nasty energy. If you're in that nasty energy, we're not fighting against one another. Don't be condemned in it. If you have the true Christ, just accept that this is horrible energy, and you're right, I don't want to be in it, and it is nasty. And even though if I've ever found myself there, wash me clean and then begin to put your finger in it. Okay? Some people don't get that. They just don't get it. To do that, or they take offense. Excuse me. I put a piece of gum in my mouth. I was well wrong. They get offensive when, you know, you're doing that, or if you've even found yourself there and now you've had a wake-up call and you turn around and you're pointing your finger at that, and then some people say, well, you're a hypocrite, and it's just like, people need to stop. People need to stop, because if you really have become clean, you will become truly clean and teach from that place, like I've always say on my channel. But people can't get out of their own condemnation sometimes, and so it is what it is. They stay there, and then they lose out. And but anyway, whoever that's for, just giving the word. Thank you, Jehovah, for your grace and your mercy. Jehovah, rebuke and bind and block every foul, demonic, wicked, dark energy right now, and help people to find you, because you are eternal love. You came to save. You did. There's an awakening energy happening. It's positive. People need to wake up to some things. You and I need to help wake each other up in some things where, you know, like I said, everybody's on their different levels and nobody's better than anybody, and where somebody might say, oh, I'm better than you, and you're down here and you've got qualities that you're better than that person, and nobody can, nobody. But we got people who say, no, my God, I'm perfect. No, my God, I'm perfect. And no, you're not. You're a fool. Those of you people who act that way, you're a fool. Nobody cares about you, and your foolishness is shown that way when you show up and laugh like, hey, you're going to look at me. Nobody wants to look at you. Immediately, it's a turnoff. It's a turnoff. There's an awakening to something here Jehovah's bringing out. What else you want to bring out here, Jehovah? So we have, this goes back to surrounding love with family. Both you and your family at the moment need some type of healing, though a lot of people do. So the angels are surrounding both you and your family at this moment, because there does need to be an awakening. There does need to be a healing. And people who don't want to heal, they just prove who they are. They just prove who they are. Thank you, Jehovah, for surrounding people in your family. and in mine, which is yours, family. Family of love. No one can stop love. It's a force that could never be compared to at all. We have angel of communication energy and a sacred power type of energy, which comes from Jehovah. We are being encouraged to take a leading role and to communicate and tell something like it is and just be clear, because the angels are here to give an awakening to us within some type of situation that's happened for some healing. Obviously, something's happened where the angels have to surround a situation, then something's happened. I'm having a hard time speaking to you all, but it is saying to communicate. We have at the bottom here that somebody can also see that somebody didn't tell all of their story. So if you did recently have some type of communication, we have somebody who has not revealed part of the story. And then we got the communication card saying you need to be very clear at something that needs to be said. Take a leading role, because there's some type of an awakening to something that's happened. And the angels are here to surround the situation for people who really do want the truth. Okay? We don't operate by liars. We tell all of the truth. All of it. If something's happened and something's been hidden, like that says, then you have an obligation to say why you hid that and why you put somebody in some type of a maze or something like that. Somebody needs to take a leading role. It's time to wake up now and to do the right thing. What else do you want to bring out on this energy? Thank you, Jehovah, for clear, defined, truthful messages of love. And I thank you for your angels that are surrounding people to reconcile, I can't even speak, for reconciliation. What do you want to bring out here? Well, taking the ones that we've seen. Some people don't want that because it got something to hide. That's why they did hide something. And we've got, again, I did a reading earlier and there was a bunch of people everywhere and there was a ruckus going on and the truth was known at the top of the mind, and we've got collaboration here, and yet we're getting energies here of the angels being around to help us to get through this and to speak clearly, because somebody spoke something and revealed only part of what they knew, or held back information about something, and it's known. That's why the ruckus going on. It's foolish. It's in the Fool today as well. It's foolishness, people. It's just foolishness. You're being encouraged to take a leading role and not to be afraid. Whoever started the stupidness in the first place needs to be held accountable to the stupidness if they're not willing to humble themselves in the sight of the Most High and say, I need your help. And I'm willing to look in the mirror, and I'm willing to tell why I either cause the confusion or make somebody believe this or that, or what is and what's not, whatever your story is, that somebody held back only part of the story, whatever that is. If somebody is not willing to do that, they prove that they are of the devil's seed. Bottom line, people, bottom line. You either are in the truth or you're in the lie. You either like to be cruel to people or you like to help set people free, and you do everything that you can to bring the truth, regardless of what's happened or who's trying to block something or who collaborated some stupid because something was foolish and it's known about. There's healing that needs to be had. Strength, because there's children involved, there's death as well involved, something spiritual. There's a victory energy that will be here and will be inspirational if you do the right thing. My throat and me trying to speak is really, I feel it energetically. I've had flub ups in my own words in this video, And that's exactly what's out here. There's a little spy. The communication needs to be had. So if you are new, I like to take from this homemade deck and let Yehovah Elohim pick through my hands, because you know all things. Ma is here. The word for Ma in the Hebrew is what? But M-A is here. So that's a grandma or a mother. We used to call my grandmother Ma. And miss her very much. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. That's right. Because the world lies in wickedness. But Yeshua came that you may have life, and he's already overcome the world. You don't have to be afraid. Jehovah's here. I don't care who's involved, what's happened. He's our shield. If a little shepherd boy can get up and just take a slingshot and throw it in the head of a giant and knock it down, what makes you think that Jehovah wouldn't help you do what you need to do and say what you need to say? And it be okay. Don't fear. There's a bank teller here. There's priority here to truth. There's a writer energy here. There's news about something. There's a composition here. Nothing shall come between our family of truth and love. There's a big delight here. There's been a hotel situation or something to do with travel is here as well. And it's time to rest and be at ease. There is no words for this, really. People need to come together and just embrace and cry on each other's shoulders, because there aren't any words for this. And some people just dancing around stuff because there are no words for why and what in the world and why did it even come to this, or what in the world happened, and there ain't no words for it. Except there is somebody that does know some truth that does need to be said. You do need to say some things and just tell it like it is, especially if there are people that need to go to jail for some real wickedness, and that they're still a predator in the earth. We need to get those people out of the earth, people. We really do. That's unfair for people to sit and watch. Even my channel, I'm just one person out of a lot of people that this kind of stuff has happened to. It's been unfair. Where is our leadership? Where is the good leadership of the world? Of the whole earth that is being set up by the eternal Elohim's government. He is the governor of the nations. Where's the true governors that are under his command for love and righteousness? Where is that? You could make it up, people, if you wanted to. You should never want to, because Jehovah can say what he needs to say. There's rulership here. There's captains and princes, and a governor is here. And a noble, excellent energy is here. And soap is on the other side of this, and people do need to clean some stuff up. The angels are here to help. I expect to hear something today of truth. I expect any of my family who still exists, that still have their soul, to come forward and not to be afraid.